Fox News alert, day 18 of the search for Nancy Guthrie, and investigators are hunting down new leads after hitting a DNA roadblock. Matt Finn is in Tucson with more. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Greg, we're about an easy 90-minute drive north of Mexico, so it would be impossible to ignore a scenario where maybe Mexico or the cartel is involved. But so far, Sheriff Nanos tells us he is not aware of any direct link to Mexico. A single federal source tells Fox Digital that the FBI is in communication with Mexican officials in relation to the Nancy Guthrie case. And a short while ago, I was told that it is standard procedure for the FBI to be in contact with their counterparts in Mexico on cases like this, that the FBI has likely been in touch with Mexico since the start, as this is so close to the border. So there's a lot of theories and some reporting that the kidnapping or alleged ransom notes may have placed Nancy or the suspect south of the border, but nothing has been validated. Also, there's been so much speculation about the relationship between the Sheriff Nanos and the FBI. The sheriff tells Fox News that they are getting along well. The FBI has previously told us they're in the command center together, and I was just told a short while ago again that these agencies are getting along just fine on the ground. Greg.
Matt, thank you. And now to the beta who cried censorship. CBS flat out denying that they forced Stephen Colbert to not air an interview with Texas Democratic Senate candidate James Talarico, saying, quote, "The show was provided legal guidance that the broadcast could trigger the FCC equal time rule for two other candidates, including Jasmine Crockett, and presented options for how the equal time for other candidates could be fulfilled." It sounds pretty reasonable, but Colbert would rather milk the phony outrage before CBS turns off the studio lights for good.
We looked, and we can't find one example of this rule being enforced for any talk show interview, not only for my entire late-night career, but for anyone's late-night career going back to the 1960s. For the record, I'm not even mad. I really don't want an adversarial relationship with the network. I've never had one. I'm just so surprised that this giant global corporation would not stand up to these bullies. I don't even know what to do with this crap. Oh, hold on.
It's late night comedy, everybody. But is Colbert just afraid of a strong black woman becoming a senator? Well, Jazzy Crockett says the interview drama gave her opponent, James Talarico, a boost, and she doesn't buy Colbert's BS.
We did receive information suggesting that the federal government did not shut down this segment. It is our understanding that Colbert, either Mr. Colbert or CBS, decided that they just didn't want to air it. And this was because of a fear that the FCC may say something to them and that there may have been advice to just have me on, and then they could clear the issue.
You know, Dana, I think it's a blessing that we led the show with this segment, because that means nothing bad happened today.
I was just thinking, like, if this is the battle that we're actually having to fight in America today, then you know what? We're probably doing all right. Go ahead.
Go ahead. But this is what happens when you fire somebody but let him hang around. You don't let him hang around.
It's like the people who divorce but decide to, like, split the house. And so, like, she's going to stay upstairs and he's going to take the basement. And the kids are like, they're in the mezzanine going, where do we go?
Yeah, you got to go hiking.
Never go hiking with your spouse. But, you know, anyway, this story is kind of unintentionally funny. So it started with Trump doesn't want you to see this interview, but it was actually more that regular Democrats, or there's a section, regular Democrats like Colbert, they don't want Jasmine Crockett to do well in the primary. And that's fine. Why is it different for those networks versus us? Because 1934, a law passed, if you're over the public airwaves, you have to give some public equal time for candidates. It's never been tested in the court of law. Colbert was right about that. Well, maybe in the court of law, but never gone to the Supreme Court. But the other thing that's happening is that I think at CBS, they are trigger-happy lawyers. And then you had Colbert, who's like, I could figure out a way to get some attention for this. The beneficiary in all of it is this guy, James Talarico. His fundraising went through the roof. He got a lot more attention than he ever would have if this interview had gone just on air and it was fine. And maybe you have Jasmine Crockett on next week, who would have cared.
Yeah, that is so true. In fact, Harold, in the green room, you were telling me that this was a choreographed hoax to get people to watch. Otherwise, they never would have watched Colbert, and this would help the Democrats. That's exactly what you said. Word
That
for
is.
word.
I can't believe you remembered it so perfectly. Good to be with everybody. I think Dana's largely, if not altogether, right. I think the young guy Talarico probably benefited from people not being on the show. More people have learned about this, and whether they process it and digest it the way you've just shared, Dana, that they're Democrats who want Talarico or they're Republicans who may be concerned that he would be a stronger candidate, whatever the narrative is. I think he benefited largely. If I could just say 10 seconds on the Guthrie matter out in Arizona, it is amazing to me. I think one of you reported last week that Pima County, I hope I'm pronouncing the county correctly, is geographically as large as Connecticut and Rhode Island combined. Yep. Number one. Number two, I'm hopeful that this is what they're saying now, that they've reached out, because Greg, you were the one that posited the idea very early on that we should be thinking about cartels or others in this ordeal, this kidnapping. Obviously, I'm close to the situation, and I'm just hopeful that they've been watching, that they've been actually thinking about this and pursuing this longer than just what they've said here in the last day or so.
So are you suggesting Colbert is involved in the kidnapping? I'm sorry. Emily.
Joey, only
Emily, I guess I don't find this story the least bit interesting, except how these late-night comedy shows have strayed so far from the premise of late-night comedy that they're not even trying. Now it's just these stunts, to stoke some kind of melodrama.
And I mean, I think it served him quite well because he got 5 million views of the interview on YouTube, which was his most watched interview in months. I think it's sort of a hilarious pre-capitulation to something that really wasn't that big of a deal. We work for corporations too, right? And you get legal advice and you get production advice, and they could have gone around this quite easily, been like, oh, okay. So either A, pre-tape an interview with Crockett, or B, put the whole thing on YouTube. Like, they could have absolutely met their interests on a substantive level, i.e. getting Talarico out there, and then been like, okay, we don't really want to do Jasmine Crockett. Do a pre-tape with her, and then put it on 2 minutes at the end. And the other thing is, if they're attorneys, if they're listening, because attorneys, we know them, they're always risk adverse. They are always going to say, oh, you guys,
Such jerks, right?
I know, we all are. But like, I see this as just sort of clearly their jelly need about it. And then Jasmine Crockett comes out, and she's just really annoyed because Talarico raised $2.5 million in 24 hours. Yep. So the lesson about this is that there's ways that you can creatively be obedient to what your attorneys recommend. And they could have said, great, here's X, Y, and Z. We comply with these laws and everything's going to be great. But then what do? They irritate everyone because of the outrage bump. Mm-hmm. We saw it with AOC wearing the Met Gala, dress, and Marjorie Taylor Greene when she got kicked off committee. If you say, I've been censored, you will get a complete surge in donations.
I admire you for trying to make me interested in this story, but you failed. All right, Joey, you're the last person to make me interested in this. Is Colbert, as you claimed in the green room, racist, and that he actually hates successful black women? That's what you said. I have it on tape.
I stand by it. He was a Republican once, or at least a caricature of one.
Yes.
No, listen, I think you kind of nailed it when you were making fun of Harold just now, and you were talking for him, and you said, or poking at Harold, I mean, and you said that he said it was a big conspiracy, kind of like a charade. I mean, what did it do? It made a guy as boring as watching paint dry interesting for a day. It gave CBS a little bit of headline, made them look good for the Trump administration, made Colbert interesting enough for a day. I mean, who's the real loser here other than Jasmine Crockett, who gets to play victim and then win something of her own? There really isn't a loser here. So I don't know that it was orchestrated, but I don't think anyone has their feelings hurt over it. And I don't think it's a controversy. I think it gave James Talarico an opportunity to look like anything other than like a dollar store Beto.
Very good. Well, I hope the audience will join us. Join us later for an 8-part investigation on
Fox
this.
Nation.
It will be on Fox Nation, simulcast on YouTube and on our local Fox affiliates.
I thought it was a 10-parter. It's only 8?
Yeah. Only 8. We're going to see how it goes.
Translated into minutes.
We'll have the bloopers at the end.
We'll have an all-star special report hosted by Rick Hume.
Lovely Molly Hemingway.
Lovely Molly Hemingway.